Welcome to our course, Acquiring Coding Skills in Python. And in this part of our course, we will be learning about list in Python. We will be differentiating between list and strings. And also, we will be learning about the differences and the similarities between them, the list and strings. So we learned before in string that we're going to first have a variable and then we're going to put that value, a certain value in a container which is our variable. The problem with this kind is that it could be tedious. Say, for example, we have a lot of items that are very similar or related to a certain thing or item. Say, for example, you have item 1 is food, item 2 is rent, and item 3 is transportation. And all of these things would refer to a certain thing. Say, for example, a certain budget you have for a month. There is actually a better way to do it, and that is with the use of a list. So we can do this by first you're going to have the name of your variable or container, and then equals. Then before that, you're going to have the open bracket. Then the same with your string, you're going to have the quotation mark. It could be single, it can be double, then comma, then the next value, then the next value. So we're going to have this one run. Let's have this one first and then this one. Just like in your string, you can also index your list. This one is in an index position 0. This is indexed 1. This is indexed 3. I mean 2. So each one is actually stored in a memory with a certain location and index value. So for example, we have items 0. So what this one is, so this is food, right? And items 2 is, of course, rent. So list is mutable, unlike your string, which is immutable. For example, we would like to change food here, which is in index 0, from food to shopping. So we're just going to have this one, items, then the position of that particular value that you would like to change or replace, and then the new value for that particular index. So let's try this. You have here shopping, rent, transportation, or transpo. Just like your string, you can also access the range of your list. So for example, you would like to know what are these items in your list that you spend the most. So for example, that particular list in your budget is ordered from the highest to the lowest based on the allotted amount. You want to know that from 0 to 2. So let's have, so we have shopping or rent. Maybe you would be asking me why this is only 2. Well, in fact, we have the range here 0 to 2, that is 0, 1, and 2. That means we should have 3 items. The Python actually excludes the last one. Here in this case, this is 2. So we only have 0 and 1 being shown here. And also we can access a certain item from the very bottom. So in our case, we would want to know which one among the things that we put budget has the least allotted amount. So let's try this. This is transpo. So as you could see, this is -1, that is for the last one, then -2, the second to the last, -3, and so on and so forth. So also we can append values to your list. So let's try to see first what these items is. So we have shopping, rent, and transportation or transpo. And say, for example, we would like to append another item to your budgets because you have some extra money and then you have some time to. So you would want to go to a movie. So to do that, we're going to use the function append. So items that append, then here you're going to write that particular value that you would want to add to your list. So let's have this. So there you go. The movies, the item movies is already appended to the list items. Okay, this is still the same actually. Let's go back to our original one. So let's have this one. Okay, so for example, you would like to insert movie, not in the last one, last index, but in the second one. So The reason for that maybe you have in mind is that you would like to spend the second most amount to movies because in the next, shall we say, 7 days you're going to watch all the movies you have never watched before. So to do that, we're going to use the function insert. And then here, the one here is that certain index wherein you would like to insert a new value. So in our case, we have the movies. So let's see what this one is. So now we have movies, I mean food first. As you could see here, food, and then next to food is movies. So as you could see, food is in the zero index, then the one, the second index, the first, what I mean is the second index after food is movie. So because this is index number one, so now it is in this position. So for example, we're going to change this one to two, and let's see. Okay, the reason for this is that we have already run this one. So we are going to copy this. And all right, so then let's see. Okay, there you go. It's now in the index 2 position. So also we can join list. And how to do that, just like your string, we can use the plus sign. For example, you have here different items that you're going to buy, and these add up to the budget that you already have, which are food, rent, movies, and transpo. All you have to do is just add items and to buy. So we have here a new variable for items and to buy added together. So going to do this. To buy is not defined, so we have a mistake. We have not yet run this one. So okay, then let's have this. You can see that they are already in one list. But one thing about this list is that we cannot add a string or number to a list. So for example, we have these all items and we would want to add AC or the air conditioner. So let's have this. So as you could see there, you have committed an error because you can only concatenate list to list and not list and string, list and number. So let's have this one. We want to know how many items we have in the list. We can use the function len and let's have this. So we have 7 items in all items. So let's count if this is really true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7. We have 7 items. Okay. And also, in some cases, especially in the real world, there are a lot of data, in fact, millions of data, and you would want to know if that particular string can be found in a list. All you have to do is you're going to do like this. So you use in, so laptop in all items. Let's see. So you have here true, which means the word laptop, the string laptop can be found in the list, all items. If it's not, then the result would be false because bed is not in the list. You want to know more about this channel? Just click these cards. We do have a lot of free data science courses for free like machine learning essentials, deep learning mathematics, and a lot more. Here, you can always learn an upskill for free.